All the things.
Tell him I cut that rock, it's 1973.
Dirty, that's cool. Dough they probably put on.
All there was me. And go find my mother. Tell her I love her. The hard times are hard.
Hi. Today we're going to be talking about being lost in your 20s. I wanted to have a little sleepover girl talk. I feel like this is something that people don't talk about enough. I've had kind of a very big pivot in my life recently. If somebody else feels the same way, which I know there are lots of people out there that do, that they could relate to this. So I have my pepperoncini chips and yeah, let's talk about it. So for backstory, I went to a Christian school in Portland area for the past 2 years and was planning on taking a semester off for the fall to go into the nursing program in the spring. And just being straight up honest, my GPA is rough. My freshman year I had some family friend things going on. It was the lowest my mental health has ever been, and I struggle with chronic depression. I feel like it's hard to have a baseline of what's normal for people who struggle with depression, but basically just building up to a place where, I don't know, I have a healthy relationship with myself and that I can give to other people. And I feel like in the past I've given too much of myself because I care about other people too much. So I think part of that self-relationship is learning how to say no and to distance yourself from people that may not be helping you grow. Yeah, so I had a really hard time freshman year. I just struggled a lot academically and socially my freshman year, and I really had to learn how to study and everything my sophomore year. And I switched my major basically from a music major to a nursing major. So I was already pretty behind, and I am not ending up being able to get into the nursing program at the university I went to in Portland area. It's been a transition the past couple days trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and basically I'm dropping out of that school and going to a community college in my hometown, which has been a bit of a process getting used to. Yeah, so that's basically my background. I'm here now for the next few years in a very small little town where I went to high school. I just came back kind of expecting that I would still, I feel like I've just outgrown a lot of my relationships from high school, and they have too. I'm just trying to figure out how to make friends, how to be happy spending so much time by myself, and finding a balance of what's healthy even when I don't really have the options of friends to hang out with. I do think that God is putting me here for a reason. I'll try to take you along with me. I'm going to be doing more things to kind of put myself out there. I think I want to sign up for a pottery class, and I think the biggest thing to do is really just I'm wanting to talk because I haven't really been doing this, but I just got a new job and hopefully I'll meet people through that. But I also feel like you need to put yourself out there in places other than work. So I'm going to be doing a ceramics class, maybe a few yoga classes, hopefully I meet there. So just, I don't know, doing things that you're passionate about and other people are passionate about, and you have that base of a possible friendship already because you have a similar interest. And you probably care about some similar things. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm doing. Acknowledging that you're not going to be feeling this way forever, and feelings are never linear, they're constantly changing. And I think new doors can open wherever you go. You just have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And I've been in my comfort zone for a very long time. And it is hard to feel like you're left behind. But also, I don't think anybody is really ahead or behind in life, because that sounds so cliche. I feel like we're all on a different paths, and that looks different for everyone. And so there's literally no use comparing yourself to someone you see on Instagram that's like traveling the world or has their dream job right after college, or like completed all 4 years at one college, or like there's always going to be people that are in similar situations to you. And also, you're your own unique person and you have your own path, and nobody's ever going to have a path the same as yours. So finding normalcy and uniqueness in your identity, I think, is something that's really important to starting to understand yourself in your 20s. And I feel like the beginning of your 20s is really like, I hear a lot of like, I don't know who I am, and I don't really know, I think that anybody really knows who they are totally, but I think it's a lack of being able to grasp titles for goals that you want in your life, where you want to live, what you want to do, and there's so much up in the air. Which is funny, because in the future, you're probably going to look back at this time and just be like, wow, there were so many things I could have tried, there were so many things I could have done that I can't do now because I have a family, I have a job, I'm settled down, and I can't go and try all these things like I could have when I had time to do stuff like that. So I really think that now is the time to go do things out of your comfort zone, go do things that you wouldn't normally do, and meet people and travel places if you can, because that's obviously a privilege to be able to do that, and not everyone can. But doing whatever you can to try new things, just expand the tools in your toolbox, because you never know if you like something until you try it. A big thing for me has been controlling my use of social media to my advantage, because it's hard. Like when you already feel so isolated and you feel like you don't have a lot of connections, or maybe you do have a lot of friends, but they don't feel like they're genuine connections, and they're more draining spending time with them than it would be just not hanging out with them at all. It's so easy to just doom scroll and look at everybody else's life. Even if you're not conscious that you're doing it, you are subconsciously comparing your lives to others whenever you go on social media. Being able to control the content that is being fed to you as much as you can actually does so much. It's nice to follow people that care for things that you believe in. For example, for me, a big thing is following content creators that are influencers that are really big into body positivity and just showing the sides that aren't usually on the internet. You can't control fully what is being fed to you, because the algorithm is literally made to keep you coming back and to keep you scrolling, and you're just getting dopamine hit after dopamine hit. I definitely think there is a lot to gain out of social media, and there's a lot of creative outlets that I find inspiration from on there, and like places that I want to go visit, or like coffee shops I find. Unfollowing or muting people that don't make you feel better or make you, I don't know, want to be more yourself. Not comparing yourself to others is a really big thing, and realizing your life is independent and unique and very important. People don't care about you as much as you think they do. Just do things that make you happy and that bring you joy and passion and creativity. Just anything that fuels your soul. I think you really should commit to that, whatever decade of your life you're in. Yeah. Okay. This one, I know this is obvious, but incorporating hobbies and finding your passions. I actually got this from a YouTuber I saw, but write down everything that makes you happy onto a list, and then afterwards read through it, and whichever ones make you the happiest to read, just circle them. And those are probably something to look into more as passions. I know that sounds a little silly, but it's helpful. I like having exercises to help me find things like that. Another thing that's hard is friendships are so hard to make in your 20s, like, if you're not in school anymore or you're like not on a campus, it's really hard to make friends as an adult. And I still haven't figured it out yet, which is why I'm making this video, just to talk about that and to be okay with the fact that you may not have like some close friends proximity wise to you for a while, and it's not going to be like that for the rest of your life. So just gotta remind myself that. I have a lot to say about this topic. I could talk forever about it. I'm also getting tired of talking. Yeah, just put yourself out there. I know everyone says that, and I'm trying to do that too. But maybe we could do things together. And to try filming things more, because this is one of my hobbies or passions. And yeah, don't take anything too seriously. That's what you should take away from this. I hope you enjoyed Sleepover Girly Pop Talk. I'll see you soon. Bye.